Today the topic that we are covering is computer network. Firstly, we must know what is a computer network. A computer network is a group of computers. Means if many computers are connected with each other, then we will call it a computer network. A computer network is used to communicate or to share their resources, their data and their application. There are different type of computer networks that we use. The first is local area network, second is personal area network, third is metropolitan area network, and last is wide area network. LAN. When computers are connected with each other in small area, then we will call it LAN. It can cover a few kilometers from 1 to 10 kilometers. We can connect 2 or more than 2 personal computers with the help of LAN. It is less costly and the data transmission rate is very fast in LAN. It provides higher security, means our data is safer when we are using LAN. The example where we are using LAN is in our school or in any office. Then the networking which we use is called LAN. PAN. When any network is created for some personal use with the help of some personal device, then it is called PAN. Like nowadays we all are using our mobile phones, then we are using mobile hotspot, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. These are the example of PAN. They can cover up to some meters or a small area of the network. MAN. When the area covered by any network is larger than LAN, or we can say when many LANs are connected with each other, then we will call it MAN. It can cover 5 kilometers to 50 kilometers area, and we can share resources also with the help of MAN. The example of MAN is like if a bank has many branches in a city, then these branches are connected with each other with the help of MAN. Or cable TV network are the example of WAN. When many MANs are connected with each other or a large geographical area we can cover with the help of network, then it is called WAN. It has no limit. These WANs are used by each and every person nowadays. The most popular example of WAN is internet that we are using daily, and the other example is our mobile service that we are using. Okay, so let us discuss what is transmission modes. Transmission mode is a way to tell how one device is transmitting data to another device, how they are communicating, how they are sharing data with each other. That is transmission mode. We can also call transmission mode communication mode. The way of communication, the way of transmission. Transmission mode divided into 3 categories. First is simplex mode, second is half duplex mode, and third is full duplex mode. So let us discuss about these modes. Simplex mode. In this type of transmission, data flows only in one direction. One is sender and one is receiver. The sender always acts like sender and receiver always acts like receiver. Like with the keyboard, we can always send data. We can't receive any data in keyboard, and with monitor we always receive data. We cannot send data to the monitor. As you are watching this video, I am sender and you are receiver. You can't send me anything in this video and I can't receive anything in this video from you. So that is simplex mode, one-sided. Second is half duplex mode. Half duplex mode is a host can be receiver or sender, both, but one at a time. Means he can be sender at a time, and next time he can be a receiver. Example of half duplex mode is walkie-talkie. With the help of walkie-talkie, one time only one person can talk and then another person can talk. At one time one is speaker and one is listener, and other time the listener becomes speaker and speaker becomes listener. Full duplex mode. In this mode, the device can send and receive data at same time. For example, if you are talking on phone, then you can listen and you can speak also. There is no need to give a pause at the time you are talking on a phone. So we can say that is full duplex mode. Now we will discuss transmission media, means the mediums by which we share the data. What is a transmission medium? It is a path by which sender sends the data or receiver receives the data. Transmission media is of two types. One is guided and one is unguided. Guided means there is a physical connection between both sender and receiver. If there is a physical connection, then it is guided transmission media. And unguided means no physical connection is there. They are sending or receiving data with the help of electromagnetic waves. And unguided media is also known as wireless transmission medium. As you can see in picture, transmission media is divided into two different categories, and these two categories also have subcategories. Let's discuss about that. Guided media. In guided media, first is twisted pair cable. In twisted pair cable, two pair of cables are there and they are twisted with each other. In electric fitting, you have seen that twisted pair of cable, and these are the cheapest cables that we use in networking. Next is coaxial cable. Coaxial cables are most commonly used cables in networking. In these, two conductors are parallel to each other, that is why we call it coaxial. The cables we use in dish TV or in TV cables are the coaxial cables. Next is fiber optic cables. The fiber optic cables contains fiber that are coated into the plastic, and it uses electric signal for communication. It sends the data when pulse of light is on. Unguided media, first is radio waves. Radio wave use electromagnetic signals and it transmits the data in all directions. Example of radio wave is FM radio. Next is microwaves. Microwave work in sightline transmission. It means both senders and receivers has antennas, and these antennas should be placed correctly so that they can send or receive signals. The example of microwaves are TV cables and mobile networks. Next is infrared waves. If the communication is done in a small distance, then we use infrared waves because it cannot pass through the obstacle. If some wall is there, if some door is there, the waves cannot pass. Example of the infrared waves are TV remotes, the keyboards, wireless mouses, or different wireless devices. As you all know, to connect with a network, we need some softwares, we need some hardwares, and some type of technology that we are using to connect in a network. Here we will discuss about different type of hardwares that are required to connect with a network. So the first hardware is network interface card, NIC. NIC हमारे CPU का एक पार्ट है जो क्या अलाउ करता है कि हमारा सिस्टम नेटवर्क से कनेक्ट कर सके. NIC of two types, one is internal and second is external. Internal means that is in our CPU, and external means if it is not in CPU, then we connect it separately. Next is routers. What are the routers? They are the कनेक्टिंग डिवाइसेस. कनेक्टिंग डिवाइस मीन्स इन्हीं की हेल्प से हम नेटवर्क के साथ कनेक्ट कर पाते हैं. ये क्या करते हैं, हमारे डेटा को पैकेट्स में कन्वर्ट करते हैं और देन उसको ट्रांसफ़र करते हैं नेटवर्क में. लाइक इफ two devices wants to communicate, then if they send data, it is the work of router to convert that data into the packets and then send it to the destination. In any router there are port given, that is RJ45 port. In this port we put the cable of networking so that any system can connect with network. These network cables, as previously I have told that we need cables to connect with the network. These are the RJ45 cables. What is the work of these cables? It helps us to transmit our data, or with the help of these cables, the data can be transferred from one device to another device. Is repeaters, hubs and switches. The work of all three devices is similar. First, रिपीटर्स क्या करते हैं? रिपीटर्स हमारे सिग्नल्स को, हमारे डेटा को रीजनरेट करते हैं. लाइक अगर मुझे एक नेटवर्किंग में 5 डिवाइसेस हैं और मुझे 4th डिवाइस पे कुछ डाटा सेंड करना है, तो हर डिवाइस के पास एक रिपीटर होगा. देन हमारा जो डाटा फर्स्ट डिवाइस से सेंड हुआ सेकंड पे जाके वो फिर से उस डाटा को रीजनरेट करेगा ताकि डाटा कहीं लॉस्ट ना हो जाए. सेकंड से वो थर्ड के पास जाएगा, फिर डाटा रीजनरेट होगा. थर्ड से फिर रीजनरेट होकर डाटा फोर्थ के पास जाएगा, क्योंकि फोर्थ हमारा डेस्टिनेशन है तो वहां पर हम डाटा को रीजनरेट नहीं करेंगे. नेक्स्ट इज हब भी क्या करता है? हब भी हमारे डाटा को रीजनरेट करता है. बट डिफरेंस क्या है दोनों में कि रिपीटर में सिर्फ एक ही पोर्ट होता है जिसके थ्रू जो हमारा डाटा है वो सिर्फ उसके नेक्स्ट वाले डिवाइस के पास जाएगा. लेकिन हब में क्या होते हैं? मल्टीपल पोर्ट्स होते हैं, तो जो हमारा डाटा होता है उसकी कॉपीज उस पर्टिकुलर नेटवर्क में जितने भी डिवाइसेस हैं सबके पास चली जाती है. नेक्स्ट आर स्विचेस का क्या काम होता है? अगेन दे हेल्प्स अस टू ट्रांसमिट डाटा, टू फॉरवर्ड डाटा. ये क्या करते हैं? अगेन ये हमारे डाटा को पैकेट्स में कन्वर्ट कर देते हैं, और पैकेट्स में कन्वर्ट करने के बाद ये चेक करते हैं कि वो डाटा किस पर्टिकुलर डिवाइस के पास सेंड करना है. जिसके पास सेंड करना होगा ये सिर्फ उसी के पास ही सेंड करेंगे. किसी हब की तरह सबके पास उस डाटा की कॉपी नहीं जाएगी. ओनली द डेस्टिनेशन सिस्टम विल गेट दैट डाटा. ब्रिज का काम क्या होता है? व्हेन टू टाइप ऑफ सिमिलर नेटवर्क्स लाइक वी आर यूजिंग LAN in 2 buildings, like our school, let us assume our school has 2 buildings. Then in one building LAN is there, in another building LAN is there. To connect those 2 LANs we use bridge. Okay, Ethernet is a network LAN का ही दूसरा नाम बोल सकते हो आप, Ethernet है. तो किसी भी 2 सेम टाइप के नेटवर्क्स को कनेक्ट करने के लिए हम जिस डिवाइस का यूज करते हैं दैट इज एथरनेट. इसका काम क्या होता है? डाटा को पैकेट्स में कन्वर्ट करके इसकी डेस्टिनेशन को सेंड कर देना. गेटवे का काम क्या होता है? जैसे ब्रिज हमारे सेम टाइप के नेटवर्क को कनेक्ट कर रहे थे, विद द हेल्प ऑफ गेटवे we can connect different type of networks. If somewhere we are using LAN and somewhere we are using MAN, then with the help of this gateway we can connect those 2 networks.
Let us discuss about topologies. As you all know that in computer networking, computers are connected with each other, but how they are connected, how they share data and resources, that is defined in topology. Means how computers are arranged in a network, that is called topology. A computer can be connected with 2 ways, that is physical and logical. Physical means how they are physically linked, and logical means what logic they are using to share their data. And in topology it is not necessary to use the same topology for both physical and logical connection. Means we can use a different topology for physical connection and a different topology for their logical connection. Now let us discuss about different type of topologies. There are mainly 6 type of topologies. First is point to point topology, second is bus topology, third is ring topology, next star topology, mesh topology and hybrid topology. Point to point topology. In this topology only two hosts are there. As you can see in this picture that two systems are connected with each other. For their connection we use the cables and data flow in both the directions. At one time one is receiver and second is sender, and at other time the second is sender and first is receiver. But it is possible that in their logical connection there may be some intermediate devices which are used to share their data. Means in physical connectivity there are only two systems, but the logical connectivity can be other. There can be more devices which are helping the both of them to share their data. Bus topology. In this topology, many computers are connected with each other in a single communication line. They can be 50 computers, 100 computers, but they share a common line. The data which they transmit, that will go through this line, and if there is any problem anywhere in that line, the connectivity of whole network will be disturbed. If we can say, if third computer at the place of third computer something went wrong, then the connectivity of all the computers will get lost. And because they are sharing only one cable, if they send data at same time, like I am sending data at same time and one more computer is sending data at same time, it may possible the data of one of us can lost, or two of us can lost, or the data can be delivered at wrong place. Ring topology. As you can see in this picture, that in ring topology one system is connected with only his adjacent systems, neighbor systems, the systems which are close to that system. Means each system can connect only two systems, one in his left and one in his right. In this topology, if one system want to send something to the third system, then the data will go through the second system. If there are 5 systems and computer want to send data to fourth system, then it will go through the second, third, then it will be delivered to the fourth system. So in ring topology the messages are not secure because we are sending it with the help of some other computer. The data can be lost, the data can be hacked. Star topology. In star topology, the systems are connected with a common device, a central device which is called hub. You can see in this picture there is a central device, a hub, by which many systems are connected. If they want to share data, they will send it to hub and then hub send it to that device which they want to send data. This hub act as an intermediate between all the computers. Mesh topology. In mesh topology, all the systems are connected with each other. In this topology, a system can send data to any of the computer, any of the system directly because there is no intermediate between them. Hybrid topology. In this type of topology, two or more than two topologies appear at same place. Like you can see in picture, there is a picture of star topology, there is a picture of ring topology, and they all are connected. Means many topologies are connected with each other, then it will become hybrid topology. I hope you all are clear with these points. Please write down these points in your notebook, and if you are having any problem in any point, you can ask me. Thank you.